Hello friends, let's talk about lesson 4 of vocabulary. In this lesson also we will be talking about 10 vocabulary words that you can use in your writing and speaking and score 7+ bands. Okay, so let's talk about the first word. The first word today we have is indispensable. Indispensable means important, crucial or significant. So important is a very common word that we generally use in each and every essay. There is hardly any essay where we don't use this word. So why write important again and again and score less when you have some better alternatives? So just write indispensable. Second time you can write crucial, then you can write significant, right? So the example of it is the book is an indispensable resource for researchers. So indispensable, something which is unavoidable, which is important, which is imperative. Right. So the second word we have, that is extramural. Extramural means extracurricular, apart from studies or outside studies or non-school. So whenever you talk about extracurricular activities, so don't say extracurricular, you can use this word extramural. For example, extramural activities along with academic subjects are necessary for the holistic development of a child. Holistic means overall development. Overall, so when we talk about physical and psychological development, altogether it comes for holistic development. So extracurricular activities, these are necessary. Necessary means these are imperative, these are prerequisite for holistic development. Third we have is impetus. Impetus means motivation or stimulus, something that motivates you, something that drives you, that steer you towards another task, that is impetus. For example, the main impetus behind increased globalization is technological advancement. So the main impetus means the main motivation, the main guiding force, the main driving force. So guiding force, driving force, motivation. Okay, so it's all related to impetus. So increased globalization is technological advancement, right? So the next word we have, that is vulnerable. Vulnerable is something which is susceptible or weak. Weak might be a person, okay, might be an animal, any living thing can be weak or susceptible. So don't say weak, you can use vulnerable. For example, people with weak immune systems are vulnerable to corona infection. So this we can use for people. Okay, so people with weak immune system, they are what? They are vulnerable. So this helps you in avoiding repetition also. So here, like once let's say we have used weak, but this time we have changed the word. So they are vulnerable to corona infection. So the next we have is emphasize. Emphasize is focus on something, highlight on something. So don't say focus, don't say like highlighting, because again highlighting is a common word. So we have another word, that is emphasize. For example, the presentation will emphasize means this presentation might be this essay will emphasize on the personality development skills. So this you can use about in the thesis statement when you write your introduction in an essay. This essay will emphasize on whatever the topic is, might be the reasons, on advantages and disadvantages. So emphasize is highlight or focus on. Okay, so the next words are, so sixth word we have is, that is prohibit. Prohibit means forbid or exclude, to say no or someone or something which is not allowed. Not allowed means prohibit. For example, anyone below 18 years of age is prohibited to take this ride. Prohibited means is not allowed. So any minor, any person who is less than 18 years is not allowed to take this ride, is prohibited. Okay, so don't say not allowed, you should say prohibited. The next is spur. S-P-U-R, spur. Spur means encourage, drive or inspire. Again, motivate someone. So motivational factor, driving force, guiding force is spur. For example, my son's passion for computer games spurred me on to set up a software business. Spurred me on means motivated me, guided me, driven me towards set up a software business. So something that motivates you, where you can use this word spur. Next we have is impulsive. Impulsive is thoughtless, imprudent, something that you are doing without having a single thought, not even a second thought, without even in fact having a single thought. Okay, so it can be used for teenagers behavior. Generally teenagers have an impulsive behavior. So they have an impulsive behavior means they don't even think a single time before like behaving anywhere, anything. For example, she made an impulsive decision to quit her job. Impulsive decision means immediately, without thinking what might happen after quitting her job, without thinking about the consequences of quitting the job, she quit it immediately. So this is what impulsive decision. So it can be impulsive decision, impulsive behavior, impulsive choice, could be anything. Thoughtless or imprudent. Imprudent is again having the same meaning, which is thoughtless. The next we have is righteous. Righteous is virtuous or moral, something which is morally accepted, something which is morally correct, right, is righteous. For example, parents should inculcate the values of making righteous choices in children. So making righteous choices means making the choices which are morally acceptable, which are appropriate as per the society. And inculcate means teach, indoctrinate. So parents should teach the values, parents should inculcate, parents should indoctrinate the values of making righteous choices. The next we have is catastrophic. So catastrophic means disastrous or detrimental. So something which has like harmful effects. So harmful, don't say harmful, don't say bad. So you can say catastrophic, disastrous or detrimental. For example, increased emission of greenhouse gases. So greenhouse gases, so this emission has increased, and this increased emission imposes means put forth catastrophic effects on the environment. Catastrophic is dangerous or disastrous effects on the environment. Okay, so I hope these words you can learn now and you can start using in your writing and speaking. So keep learning with me. All the best.